let me just go see an old video of mine. It will get to that point. It will get to the point where I had videos of myself, like with girls, and I would go watch that to get excited. I'm like, it's not the same. It's not the same, right? No. Woo! Let's go, boys. Let's go. Hi guys, welcome back to another YouTube video, and today I'm here to teach you how I destroyed my lizard brain and why you must do this too. Guys, I've said this in the past. I will say it again before we even jump to the video. I'm somebody that's all about learning. I'm all about learning. I'm all about adapting. I'm all about fine-tuning myself so I don't think I know it all. A wise man knows he knows nothing. And I've made new discoveries, guys, to improve my life. So now I want to share with you guys on how to improve your life. First of all, what is your lizard brain? Before we even discuss how we get rid of it, I just learned this myself. So I'm gonna brief you guys on what exactly it means. Then we're gonna get into the video. So guys, your lizard brain, I took notes, is part of the brain that feeds into urges and dopamine, desires. It's your reptilian side of your brain. The part of your brain that's very animalistic. The part of your brain that just moves on instincts, urges. This is the part of your brain that's gonna be super into porn, meaningless sex, right? 304s. Think about when you watch porn, right? And you right after, you like, what in the world was I doing? What made me do that? That post-nut clarity, what you were going through before the post-nut clarity is your lizard brain. It's the part of your brain that just kind of takes over, your animalistic side, that sometimes you don't even know what you're doing. You don't even know you're controlling it. I've experienced this, and I'm sure you have. And I'm explaining in this video, guys, how to destroy it so you can become a more powerful man that is extremely desired by women. Let's jump right into it, right? Now that you guys understand what it means, now we're going to discuss how we can destroy it. First thing, guys, is quitting porn cold turkey, right? Guys, and I'm going to tell you guys a personal story of mine. I've never shared this. The last time I relapsed. So now I've been on NoFap now, guys, over 500 days. I'm not kidding. It's going on 2 years. But the last time I relapsed, it was so bad. And I'm gonna tell you guys what happened. So I quit it. I quit porn cold turkey before this. But what I started doing was I started feeding into my urges. I started letting the animalistic side of me get more and more power. What do you mean by this, FedEx? This was late 2021, coming into 2022. This is when I remember this was right before I said, you know what, I can't do this no more. So I had stopped before then. I would feed into my urges in terms of, man, I wouldn't watch porn, but I would like go to a girl's page that I found attractive on Instagram, like just to like get myself excited. It would be just small stuff, kind of like teasing myself, not so much going into porn, but like just trying to get myself excited, trying to get that. I was letting that primal, instinctive, animalistic side of me, like I was feeding it scraps. And what I didn't realize was me feeding into the urges, let me just watch, let me just go see an old video of mine. It will get to that point. It will get to the point where I had videos of myself, like with girls, and I would go watch that to get excited. I'm like, it's not the same. It's not the same, right? No, I was lying to myself, guys. And I can be honest. I can sit up here and tell you guys the truth because I'm all about integrity. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. And so I fed into that a lot. It got so bad, guys, that I would need to see some of that. I would need to go and look at, let me see this next hot girl. Like, let me go, not like on porn, but something that's small as Instagram. But let me go watch one of my old videos. It got so bad that I would need to do that before I slept with a girl. And what did I find myself doing? I was like, man, I'm right back where I started. It got so bad, man. Girls that would DM me that were like on OnlyFans, right? I would never subscribe. Let's keep that. But like me just scrolling through their page, I would need to do that to get excited. And I was like, what the hell was I doing? And what that led me to was relapsing. I fed into those urges. I fed into those desires. I kept giving my animalistic side those scraps. I'm not perfect, guys. By no means am I perfect. And I think a lot of people try to make themselves look perfect so it's for better content, but I'm not that guy. I make mistakes, and I fed into these urges. It would get so bad that I would need to do this every time I got with a girl. I didn't even enjoy the moment with the girl. I would need to get myself excited just to be able to be turned on to be with a girl. That shit is sad. That shit is sad. And if you guys are experiencing this, I know if you guys can be honest, you know you've experienced this as well. If you can be honest with yourself. So that led me to relapse. At that point, I was like, man, you know what? This can't happen again. This can't happen. It got so bad, bro. I relapsed with a girl that was already into me. Last time I watched porn, right? It was with a girl that was into me that had like a OF, but it wasn't on OF. It was on like the X sites, right? She was already into me, and I let my desires take a hold of me. And then I went and consumed her own content on the internet. And I relapsed doing it. I was like, bro, this is pathetic, bro. I can't. There was no way I would have let myself do this if I didn't feed into my urges. So that was the last time I ever consumed porn. And with a girl I already knew. Like, it was with a girl I already knew. Too bad. It was with a girl. The girl actually went to my gym. She had wanted me, but it just never worked out. But then here I go, feeding into my urges, needing to see this kind of stuff to get excited. And now relapse doing that. That shit was so pathetic. I was like, you know what? From this moment moving forward, I gotta change my life. I have to change my life. So what I recommend you guys doing is to not feed into the urges. The urges are what feeds this animalistic side of your brain. It forces your lizard brain, your reptile brain, to get power. So you become, the things you do become so uncontrollable, right? So if you quit porn, like cold turkey, you stop looking at urges, you stop feeding into the urges. So I tell you guys not to follow girls on Instagram. All these models and shit, all they do is post thirst traps. You could be on a good streak, you go on the internet half naked. You gotta eliminate that stuff from your life. You remember, guys, porn is a sickness that we're all recovering from. It's the journey is never over. So unless you completely, actively, consistently remove this part of your life, don't even feed into it, you're gonna get seeped right back in. You're gonna get pulled right back in. So quit this shit cold turkey, man. Like, stop following these girls on Instagram. Stop searching up stuff. Anything. I don't even want you to watch any twerk videos. That's how that would get me. I'll be going on a YouTube and go watch twerk videos just to get myself excited. Delete all the videos you have in your phone, or if you want to save them for safety purposes, lock them. Don't ever watch them. Don't feed back into the urges, and I guarantee you will be able to control the lizard part of your brain, the reptile part of your brain, the animalistic part of your brain. You baby have to have more control of it. Number 2, I started working on strengthening my neocortex through meditation and reading. So what I learned, guys, there are 3 dominant structures in your brain. All right, 3 dominant. It's called the triune brain, TRIUNE. The 3 dominant structures of your brain, of a human brain: the neocortex, which is responsible for logic, thinking. Like this is the logical part of your brain, the rational part of your brain. Then you have your limbic part of your brain. All right, this is the emotional. This is the part of the brain that is responsible for like your feelings. And that part of your brain is the next part, and the last part is your reptile brain. All right, this is the lizard brain. This is the part of the brain that is animalistic. This is the part of the brain that's instinctual. All right, this is the part of the brain that if you don't get a hold of, it will control you. So what I did was, once I realized that, okay, I'm feeding into these urges so much, how do I strengthen the part of my brain that overcomes my animalistic side that can take a hold of me? You ever heard the saying, thinking with your dick? That's what it is. Thinking with it is your animalistic brain. That's your reptile brain. We all, as men, that is our biggest weakness, bro. You get to thinking with that head, not this head. Plenty of times in my life, I'm sure it's happened to you. You like, why did I do that? To control you. So you can strengthen the rational, logical part of your brain by meditation and reading. Meditation, guys, literally improves your neocortex. It improves the gray matter in your brain. Porn does the opposite. It reduces the gray matter. Literally, it makes your decision making less control. Your desires tend to get more control over you. So you want to strengthen the part of your brain that's rational, logical, the part of the brain that can make good decisions. The way you do this is to read and meditate. Meditation and reading are like, reading is a form of meditation. You don't have to sit there and hum to meditate. That's not what I mean. I think there are several different forms of meditation. I think fighting is a great form of meditation. Reading is a great form of meditation. Activity, in my opinion, difficult activity, and I'm gonna discuss that in a little bit, is a great part of meditation. So what I recommend is that you go learn how to fight. You start reading. Reading, guys, read about things that are practical. Read about things that can improve your life. You don't want to strengthen the part of your brain with dopamine that can control you. This is how you get rid of your lizard brain. You utilize the part of the brain that can help you. So look, let me explain this. Your reptilian brain, the animalistic one, the one that is in control of your instincts, that makes you fap and feed into your desires. You can utilize that to its power, to being a more decisive, bold man. But you don't want it to control your entire life. You want to use the good parts and leave the bad. Being a man, being instinctual, being fierce is a good thing. But you don't want it to control your life. You don't want it to overwhelm you. So when you read, when you meditate, when you practice forms of fighting, when you strengthen that neocortex of your brain, guess what happens? Now, if you get these urges and desires, you can say no. You know what? If I do this, this is a bad decision that will lead me back down a road I don't want to go down. That's when your neocortex is firing on all powers. It's firing on all cylinders. You know what I mean? Not your animalistic brain that easily feeds you back into porn, the cheap dopamine that makes you easily controllable. You controlling this part of your brain makes you less controllable. Makes it harder for you to be manipulated by women. If all you guys watching this video right now, your logical, rational thinking controlled you more than your animalistic reptilian brain, or even your limbic emotional brain, how could you be manipulated by a woman? How could you be toyed with? If the logical side of your brain is firing on all cylinders, no woman can never destroy you. No woman can never toy with you. It's impossible. Next, manufacture daily difficulty. Manufacture daily difficulty. Manufacture daily difficulty. This has changed my life. I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all. This year alone, guys, 2023 is almost over. I've done literally almost 2x financially than I've done ever in my life. And the reason was, I will attest it to this, guys. I'm gonna be a millionaire soon, way before I'm 30. I'm 26 now. The journey still continues. But what I will say that has made the biggest difference in my life, guys, especially, killing this lizard brain, was making my life purposely difficult. I started waking up at 5 a.m. I started making sure the first thing I do is be productive. I started turning my phone off or leaving it on airplane mode throughout the first few hours of the day. I started tracking my food this year. I started setting alarms for all the activities I needed to do. I started making sure the urges that I would have, they're easily controlled. I run away from them. I eliminate them. I don't dabble in them. I've made my life increasingly difficult. I've made it so well. I'm being honest with y'all. I work from home, obviously, but I've made it to where I don't even get on my bed. I literally, from the moment the day starts, 5 a.m., I don't touch my bed unless all work is done. Not even to lay down for a little bit. Unless all work is done, I'm not getting on my bed. I've made my life increasingly difficult, and it has paid dividends, guys. The biggest investment you're gonna make is in yourself. And I'm telling you, this has been so huge for me, so huge for me. Just manufacturing difficulty. You guys, your lives are not hard enough. This is why cheap dopamine can control you. If you made dopamine the real one, like if you made your life difficult, the dopamine you're gonna get from that is gonna be so strong and powerful that, like, the cheap dopamine, it won't be something that you dabble in. You want dopamine from actually doing things in your life. You want to get dopamine from accomplishing and going over hurdles, not dopamine from the phone screen, not dopamine from some chick that you don't even want to see again. Make it real dopamine. And I guarantee you, bro, this will improve your life tremendously and will make you more successful with women, not less. Lastly, dopamine detox. So guys, what I want you guys to do moving forward is what I just said. I want you to do a dopamine detox. I want you to delete all the social apps till some part of work has been done every day. Do this for the next month. That's my challenge to y'all. Dopamine detox for the next 30 days. Take all the apps on your phone, the dating apps, all this stuff. Don't completely delete them, because listen, if you ain't getting girls, you not talking to girls will not get you better with girls. So that's not what I'm saying. But you don't, and before I even go into this is why a lot of guys do this monk mode bullshit, because they don't have good time management. If you have good time management and you control the rational part of your brain, you can deal with women at a lesser degree and focus on attracting them without having to completely neglect women. Because if you neglect women, you will never get good at them. I don't give a damn how much dopamine detox you do. If you suck with girls, if you don't work on that part of your life, you will continue to suck with girls. No matter how long your monk mode semen retention lasts for. If you suck with girls before, you're gonna suck with girls after. So the better thing to do is have better time management. My challenge to you guys, right? And I'm in the video with this, dopamine detox. Delete all your social apps for the first 6-7 hours of the day. If you go to work in the morning, the night before you wake up, delete the apps. You're gonna wake up, phone is gonna be on airplane mode. You're gonna do some reading. You might do some studying. You might go to the gym. The first 6 hours of your day that you're awake. As a matter of fact, let's make it 8. The first third of your day that you're awake. I don't want you to get on no apps. Once you've done some significant work, then you could turn the apps on. Then the majority of your day is not spent doing stupid shit, consuming cheap dopamine, wasting time with chicks. You still want to deal with girls, but you want it to be a lesser part of your day. You want most of your life to be focused on attracting women. You want most of your life to be focused on becoming more attractive, so the women you're dealing with, you don't have to break the bank, jump through hoops for. And you can get there a lot faster, hear me out, if you be more productive in your day. If you focus on getting more done in the day, you're gonna be more attractive, more successful, which will make you attracting women easier. And you just deal with women the last third of your day. So I want you to delete all your apps until 8 hours is done in the first day, during the day. Finish some work, right? Get back from work, do more work, and then you turn on the apps. You want to limit your social hour to 2 to 3 hours a day. No more than that. The apps don't come on till the last few hours of the day, or once a lot of work has been done. I guarantee you this is gonna make you so much more resourceful throughout the day, much more productive, right? Without completely neglecting women or any part of your life. And this will make you a lot more successful. This will destroy that lizard brain. This will give you more power, make you a more rational, logical guy that has more control of your life, and make you less emotional, less animalistic, which will make you harder for you to manipulate. And that's it, guys. This is how you destroy your lizard brain. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you guys like this kind of video, and I'll get back with you guys next time. Peace.